Hi everyone. Can't believe I'm actually going live today, twice in one day. But here I am. I wanted to share with you. I actually got a lot done in this space today, so I wanted to share with you what I did. It's not like no, these are just ideas that I have. They're not like completely set in stone, but I just wanted to share with you what I have done so far. Let me flip the camera and show you what I've done. All right, so I shared with you in the previous video that I finished the sign. Initially, it was on the ground, but I raised it onto these two metal chairs that didn't have cushions. So what I'm going to do is to put two plants in pots inside of the empty space, so that it kind of gives a little sculptural element to that area. So it's not going to be like completely empty. I'm going to have some plants put into those spaces. So I did elevate the sign. I also went ahead and I started to create the doorway. So here you can see that I have a bamboo piece here, and I've got another one on this side. So there is a doorway that is being created, but I haven't put the top piece on yet. So I have these two pieces here, and I have to decide which one of them I'm going to use and how I'm going to attach it. I think I'm going to be using rope to connect the two pieces at the top, but so I can actually create like a doorway, and maybe in the future put a climbing plant at the base of each of the bamboo pieces so that it actually climbs up along the top. I think that is going to look really awesome. And again, I'm going to be putting some plants, potted plants, into this old wicker chair here. So let's go inside. That is the entrance. I found these pieces just kind of stuck into the ground. They were just laying flat on the ground, and there were quite a few pieces that were stacked. So I kind of rescued them, and I'm playing around with how I want to use them. So I've got that one right there. I brought in this little table and picked up that plant from the tabletop, from the ground, and walked around, and I found this little pine cone piece, and I absolutely love pine cones. So I brought that in, the whole idea of the spiral and the Fibonacci sequence. So I brought that into the space. I think that really works right there. And I added this little board on the back, just a little place where I can maybe pin some inspirational messages. It's one of those pegboards. So I'm, kind of playing around with the idea of using that as a place where I can pin up some inspirational messages. The tables, because this is the ground, this is a ground, I went ahead and put just a couple pieces of, hey Charlie, I put a couple pieces of boards at the bottom so that the tables don't sink into the ground like they were doing earlier. So I have another table here, and then I have this one which was here before. I just kind of cleaned off all of the leaves and twigs that were on the top, and I did the same thing, adding some pieces of wood. And I know that the wood will eventually deteriorate, but for now that works. So let me show you what else I did. There was this one pillar, this one solitary pillar. So I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and find a spot. So I used a few zip ties and secured it to this branch. And I think again I may plant a climbing vine and have it wrapped around. Well, I'm glad you popped in, Charlie. I did a video earlier, so you might want to go back and watch that too, just to see the difference between then and now. I've done a lot today. So these pieces, I'm kind of playing around with those to create almost like an enclosure. So this is another opening, but I don't think I'm going to use that as an entrance, because that is the road leading in to the parking. So I may bring these across. I'm not sure yet, just kind of playing around with that. And then over here, I did add on another piece here. I moved the bird bath, the little watering space. to this side, and then I added a potted plant into the rickshaw, and I think I may add a few more plants in there as well, but I don't want that to be too heavy because I know that it's in a kind of a little, feeble situation considering the storm that passed through. So that is what I've done. Then I also went through and I cleared up all of the big pieces from the ground. And so now the ground looks so much more even. I clipped down any of the little baby oaks that were trying to come. So that is it. I really like how it's looking. I absolutely love how it's turning out. I didn't think that it would look like this so quickly, but I really absolutely love it. So let me know what you think. It's coming together nicely. So I think probably this weekend I'm going to announce classes starting as soon as early next week, because I'm in a space where yes, it does look so much better, doesn't it? So I think I'm in a space where I'm ready, but I do have a couple finishing touches that I want to do. I have a couple chairs that I'm going to be spray painting to some nice bright colors to bring those in here. And I think I'm also going to be bringing in maybe a couple containers of the pink Himalayan salt to put around the four corners, as well as maybe some crystals that I'll bury in the different areas in the space to bring that energy in as well. So here's some things I'm kind of playing around with, but I'm really loving how it turns out. Let me flip around again so I can show you. That's just some stuff I've got sitting there. But yeah, there's the table, it's another open space, but I think I'm going to with some plants. But this is it. Looks so much better. So much better. And I don't think you were here earlier, Charlie. Let me show you the entrance that I've created. Because I do have a sign. There's the sign. And I do have some bamboo, and I'm creating like a doorway. I'll put some potted plants or some maybe plant something here that's going to climb around the bamboo to create that enclosure here, kind of a doorway. I think it's going to look really neat. And then I'm going to be putting some potted plants in here as well. But I worked on the sign this morning, and I think it looks really neat. So that is it for now. I think I may do one more live once I've done all of the finishing touches, and I can't wait to announce that it's opened. So thank you, and I will see you all again real soon. Thank you for those of you who are just popping in. Please go back and watch the replay, because if you didn't get a chance to watch the other two updates, you too, Charlie. Thank you so much. Enjoy your meeting. If you didn't get a chance to watch the other two videos that I did leading up to this, you might want to go back and watch those just so you can see the progression. It's looking really nice. So one more spin around. I've brought in a few sculptural pieces. Oh, I didn't share this part. I brought in this chair. This is another one of those chairs without the base. So I use that as kind of a support system, but it also is helping to create kind of a sculptural element as well with that pot. There's the rickshaw, a little more dressed up than before. And I just got the low battery warning. So this is what I've done so far. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be back probably sometime over the weekend to show you what else I've done. Bye.